Welcome back to Global Fact Trends. Today, we're diving into a topic that's bound to spark some debate. The 7 most overhyped tech gadgets of 2024. Have you ever spent your hard-earned cash on a shiny new gadget, only to find it doesn't live up to the hype? You're not alone. From flashy marketing to jaw-dropping promises, some devices just don't deliver. So grab a seat and let's uncover which tech toys failed to impress this year. We'll break down the features that sounded amazing on paper, but in reality, left users feeling underwhelmed. From smartphones with more folds than a map, to AI assistants that seem to have their own agenda, we're calling out the tech that just didn't make the cut. Is it all just smoke and mirrors? Or are there some hidden gems buried beneath the marketing fluff? Stick around to find out. All right, let's talk foldable phones. Remember when these were supposed to be the future? The death of bezels, the dawn of pocketable tablets? The marketing was all about seamless multitasking, immersive viewing experiences, and a whole new era of mobile productivity. And hey, don't get me wrong, the tech itself is pretty cool. I mean, who wouldn't be impressed by a screen that folds in half? But let's be real for a second. How many people do you actually know who own a foldable phone? And how many of those people have had to deal with cracked screens, software glitches, or that dreaded crease down the middle? These phones are fragile, expensive, and to be honest, a little awkward to use. Sure, they look futuristic, but at what cost? We're talking about prices that would make your wallet cry and a level of delicacy that would make a Fabergé egg look like a Nokia 3310. Plus, the software still feels like it's playing catch-up, with apps struggling to take full advantage of that folding screen. So, are foldable phones the future of mobile tech? Maybe, someday. But right now, they feel more like a luxury experiment for early adopters with deep pockets and a high tolerance for frustration. For the rest of us, a good old-fashioned slab phone still does the trick. Next up, we're tackling those AI-powered home assistants. You know, the ones that promise to automate your life, answer all your questions, and even make you a mean cup of coffee. They're marketed as the ultimate life hack, freeing up your time and mental energy so you can focus on the things that really matter. But let's be honest, how many times have you found yourself yelling at your smart speaker in frustration? No, I didn't mean play Despacito for the 100th time. I said play some jazz. It's like they speak a different language sometimes, misunderstanding your requests, misinterpreting your commands, and generally just adding to your daily dose of tech-induced stress. And don't even get me started on the privacy concerns. These devices are always listening, always collecting data, and sometimes it feels like they know more about you than you know about yourself. It's enough to make you want to go off the grid and live in a cabin in the woods. Look, I get it. The idea of a digital assistant who can handle all the mundane tasks is appealing. But in reality, these devices are still a long way from being truly helpful. They're more like glorified voice assistants with a tendency to misunderstand and a knack for reminding you that Big Brother is always watching. Okay, let's talk about fitness trackers. These little devices have exploded in popularity, promising to turn us all into data-driven athletes, optimizing our workouts, and guiding us towards peak physical performance. They track our steps, monitor our sleep, and even tell us when we've had one too many slices of pizza. But here's the thing, more data doesn't always equal more motivation. In fact, it can often lead to information overload, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and discouraged. Suddenly, we're bombarded with numbers, graphs, and charts, all telling us how we're not walking enough, sleeping enough, or generally living our best, healthiest lives. And let's not forget about the accuracy issues. How many times have you looked down at your wrist and seen that you've apparently walked a marathon while sleeping, or burned enough calories to rival an Olympic athlete just by watching TV? These inconsistencies can make it hard to take the data seriously, leading to a sense of skepticism and frustration. The truth is, true fitness comes from consistency, discipline, and a genuine love for movement. It's not about obsessing over numbers or comparing yourself to others. While fitness trackers can be helpful tools for some, for many, they end up being nothing more than expensive reminders that we should probably get off the couch and go for a walk. Chapter 4, Next Gen VR. More nausea than Nirvana? Next up, we're diving into the world of virtual reality. Now, VR has been the next big thing for what feels like forever. And every year, we're promised headsets that will transport us to other worlds, immersing us in breathtaking experiences and revolutionizing the way we game, work, and even socialize. But while the latest VR headsets boast impressive specs and mind-blowing visuals, the reality often falls short of the hype. For starters, let's address the elephant in the room: motion sickness. Despite advancements in technology, many users still experience nausea, dizziness, and even vomiting after just a few minutes in virtual reality. It's like having a really bad case of car sickness, except you're not even leaving your living room. Then there's the issue of cost. High-end VR headsets can set you back a pretty penny, and that's before you even factor in the cost of games, accessories, and the powerful PC you'll need to run the whole shebang. It's a significant investment, and for many, the cost simply outweighs the benefits. Look, I'm all for exploring new frontiers of entertainment, but VR still feels like it's stuck in that awkward early adopter phase. The technology is impressive, but the experience can be isolating, nauseating, and frankly, pretty expensive. Until these issues are addressed, VR will likely remain a niche hobby for hardcore gamers and tech enthusiasts. Chapter 5 title: Smart Glasses More Geek Chic Than Game Changer. Remember Google Glass? Yeah, me too. Tech companies keep pushing smart glasses as the future. Marketed as the ultimate blend of style and functionality, they promise connectivity and convenience. But let's be real, nobody wants to wear clunky headsets. They haven't balanced form and function yet, often too pricey for limited features. And there's the social awkwardness factor. Sometimes old tech feels better. Smart glasses still feel like a solution in search of a problem. For now, I'll stick to my smartphone and sunglasses. Chapter 6, title: Robot Vacuums More Bump Than Brainiac. All right, let's talk about robot vacuums. These little guys have become increasingly popular, promising to free us from the tyranny of vacuuming and ushering in a new era of effortless cleanliness. They navigate our homes autonomously, sucking up dirt, dust bunnies, and the occasional rogue Cheerio, all while we put our feet up and relax. But while the idea of a self-cleaning home is undeniably appealing, the reality of robot vacuums can be a bit more, shall we say, hands-on than the marketing might suggest. For starters, these little bots aren't exactly known for their navigational prowess. They bump into walls, get stuck under furniture, and have a knack for finding the most inconvenient places to die a slow, battery-deprived death. And let's not forget about the cleaning performance. While robot vacuums are great for picking up surface-level dust and debris, they often struggle with deeper cleaning tasks. If you're hoping for a truly spotless home, you'll still need to break out the big guns, aka your trusty old vacuum cleaner, every now and then. Look, I appreciate the effort, robot vacuums. You're cute, you're compact, and you make a valiant effort to keep my floors crumb-free. But until you can navigate my home with the grace of a ballerina and the cleaning power of a Dyson, you'll remain more of a novelty gadget than a household essential. Chapter 7, title: Blockchain Wallets, More Confusion Than Convenience. Finally, let's talk about blockchain technology, specifically blockchain-based smart wallets. Now, blockchain is one of those buzzwords that gets thrown around a lot these days, often accompanied by promises of revolutionizing finance, increasing security, and empowering individuals. And while the technology itself has potential, its application in consumer products, particularly smart wallets, has been met with mixed results. For starters, let's address the elephant in the room: usability. Blockchain wallets, with their complex addresses, private keys, and seed phrases, can be incredibly confusing for the average consumer to use. One wrong move and you could lose access to your funds forever. Not exactly the user-friendly experience most people are looking for when it comes to managing their money. And then there's the issue of security. While blockchain technology itself is highly secure, blockchain wallets are only as secure as the devices they're stored on and the people who use them. Hacking attempts, phishing scams, and plain old human error can all compromise the security of your digital assets. Look, I'm all for exploring new technologies that promise to improve our lives, but sometimes the simplest solutions are the best. When it comes to managing your finances, sometimes a traditional bank account or a good old-fashioned hardware wallet might be a safer and more user-friendly option than a blockchain-based smart wallet. Outrow title: overhyped or underrated? You decide. So, there you have it, the 7 most overhyped tech gadgets of 2024. From foldable phones to robot vacuums, these devices promise to revolutionize our lives, but ultimately left many users feeling underwhelmed and disappointed. But hey, that's just our take. What do you think? Have you tried any of these gadgets? Did they live up to the hype, or were you left feeling underwhelmed? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for tuning in to Global Fact Trends. If you found this video enlightening, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. What overhyped gadget have you experienced? Don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating facts and tech insights. Until next time, stay curious.